Welcome to Three Kings. My name is Dan.
I'm Baxter.
And I'm Nathaniel.
And we're three mortgage brokers. We're going to be sharing some client experiences and our own journeys along the way. Let's get into the episode. Welcome to episode 1. Boys, I'm happy you're here with us. We get to share the love with our clients. And hopefully, if I'm not mistaken, hopefully we get some fans along the way as well, which would be crazy.
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
I just want finance news that tastes like good finance news.
Finance news that tastes like, I like that.
That real. Yeah.
That's
the
nice.
The A milk or whatever that dairy farmers
Milk that tastes like real.
Yeah. It was really bad.
I can't drink milk, lactose intolerant. So,
I think we just lost a lot of subscribers.
I mean, that's probably better than.
We have none to lose. So.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Anyway,
While we're here, we're doing extremely well, which is great.
Mm-hmm.
And I just wanted to share it with everyone. And I think nothing good is kept hidden.
Mm-hmm.
So let's tell everyone about it and tell why everyone that we're having a good time along the way. We've just grown our team.
we literally doubled it in the last 30 days.
Yeah,
Yeah,
60
wow.
days.
it's hectic.
When you put it like that, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I mean, you've got your own team now. Baxter's got his own team. Like we're getting there. We're getting places. But it didn't start like that.
But you know what? How about you tell us how it did start?
Did start.
Because Woodrow Finance wasn't always Woodrow Finance.
No.
It was at one point.
Woodrow.
Dan with a dream. It was just Woodrow.
It was just Woodrow.
It was Woodrow in Eagle Street or something like that.
Yeah.
Go. You tell.
Yeah,
it.
okay.
Well, what happened with Woodrow?
I think the backstory of, where we've all come from is pretty important. Obviously, myself, going back, I've been in the finance game for a little while now, which is cool. But then,
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Well, I know, but they don't know,
No one
bro.
knows.
Tell
No
us
one
who.
knows.
Yeah.
Look,
Should we start with potentially? And I'm going off track here, but let's start with who we are right now. What? Because let's establish ourselves as why it matters who we are. So what are we doing right now?
right now, we're doing cool things. We're writing loans and having a great time. That's the way I look at it.
Okay.
Like what? Well, you had something else?
No, I just mean if you're a new viewer or a new person who's never heard of Woodrow Finance, well, why does it matter what Dan Woodrow has to say?
I think at this point in time, as a team and myself, we've established ourselves as we kind of know what we're doing now. We're making steps forward, which is really cool. We've got some amazing reviews now, which is great. I mean, we've worked hard for them, mind you. And I'm sure, we've had some lessons along the way. And it didn't always start like that.
Yeah.
But what we want to share is how we got here.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
I think you're underselling it a bit, to be honest.
Okay, go on. What?
Woodrow Finance is now gotten quite big.
Yeah.
We're now probably in the top 5%-ish in the country.
Yeah.
Huge.
Around that figure?
I mean, we haven't applied for
Well,
any
you say country?
awards or anything like that.
All of Australia?
Country. I said country. You heard that. Australia. Right. Just Brisbane.
It's not bad.
Yeah, and it's 3 blokes all in their 20s, sorry.
Wow.
20s?
Are you going to do me like that?
No, I'm going to do you like that. No, anyway,
We're
3.
in our late 20s now. We're getting old.
Hello, Dan's the one that we have too. He's the grand wizard
Well, you
The
know what?
Grand Wizard.
of the team.
I like to call it experience.
And-
right? Experience. It means things.
I didn't mean grand wizard like that.
You call it.
The leader of the team.
Oh, I thought you meant
What are
I'm
you saying
old.
wizard for? What is
Like
that?
the grand leader of the team. Not the
Sorry.
I think you're
The
underselling
grand
Woodrow
wizard
Finance.
of all
No,
loans.
the grand wizard. No, we can't use the term grand wizard. It's
Oh.
bad.
Okay.
They call the leader of the clan, bro.
But
The
you know
king.
what?
We can cut that.
We
right?
can
That-
probably
Yeah.
cut. We can probably cut anything
that's a
out.
cut.
Really,
We're not going to say that
realistically.
either.
Let's just talk about the thing with us.
Can we start?
And this is the thing. This is interesting.
Right.
This is the thing with us.
Really haven't established.
If we put all three of us in a room, people would like that. But that's not what we're here for. We're here for the stories of who we are individually. Because I can guarantee you the reason I got, our whole team together is because everyone's a pretty cool person, which is awesome. So how we started with a dream of actually creating people's dreams, which sounds really cliche, and I hate talking about that kind of stuff because no one wants to hear it. Oh my God. Yeah. And I remember my first ever when I tried to learn how to use social media.
Yeah.
It's still on Google right now. It's like making people's dreams into a reality.
Yeah, right. Is it actually on Google?
It's actually on Google right now.
Right.
Wait, on what? Woodrow Finances?
Yeah, on the Google page.
That's awesome.
Like, as a review?
No, it's just like
A video?
Because I've learned so many lessons but I tried to do my own
Are
little.
you posted on the Woodrow Finance? Like,
No, not on the page, but on the how you got the business Google page thing, and you can go on there and there's a photo of make my dreams reality.
Yeah.
Which, look, to be fair, that's what we do. But I mean,
Heck yeah.
everyone that probably listens will probably be like, oh, that's just a bit corny, isn't it? Is it? I don't know.
it's pretty corny.
It's pretty corny.
Nah, I love to hear
But
it.
I kind of believe it in a way.
Yeah, it's corny, but it's like, to be fair, you look at most of the Google reviews and most of them are, thank you, help me, or like someone else said no, you got it done.
I like the big ones, like the really long ones, because they put some effort into it.
Like the reviews you're talking about.
Yeah, the reviews.
You
Yeah,
always
that's what I
seem to
thought.
get the big ones.
I love the big long ones.
Yes,
You
that
know?
is so true.
Yeah.
And that's one thing I noticed about Nathaniel. Like, I don't know what it is between like him and the relationships that he has with the people that he works with, but they always seem to give him like a big, long review.
That, you know what? That's just the kind of guy that he is.
Really, and he always, whenever he gets one, he is so excited. You can tell he comes into
Exactly.
work the next day. He's got a big grin on his face, and you just know he got a big long one.
Because
the night
you know
before.
what? I work hard for my big, long reviews.
You actually do. And I will say
Okay.
that
I respect that.
the reviews that we do have, which we're very fortunate to have, mind you, they are really good. And well done to both of you because we have. Now, let's just talk about this. This is really exciting, actually, because you remember, was it probably 2 years ago? 2 years ago, I think we had maybe like, I don't know, 50 reviews.
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
It was something like not crazy.
Yeah.
But then now we've got nearly like 300 or something,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Like 280, almost 300. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
which is pretty awesome. But what I would love to know is like, why do you do what you do? I really got to pee. Hey, Luke, can I pee?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, you're on.
Oh no, we can't.
No, we
All
have
right.
to cut that as well. We're on podcast. You're not meant to cut at all.
Oh, we can't.
This isn't like real. It's meant to just be one.
Oh, you just
flow.
got to keep going.
All right,
Okay.
Baxter, why do you do what you do? Tell me.
Dan put me in an entrapping contract.
No,
I'm in a
it's
5-year
funny.
lock contract.
Let's talk about that for a second, right? Because I've been learning like the long way, like to like how to start the business and how to grow the business. And there's been a lot of like obstacles along the way.
Are you saying you consider Nathaniel an obstacle?
No, that's not what I said. But what I will say is that every single day creates a challenge that you've got to overcome. And the one thing I love about, and I think I tell you guys about this all the time, like the one thing I really like get attracted to is a philosophy about Stoicism, right? I don't know if you guys know about that, but I'm sure you've heard me say it. But it's like the obstacle is a way, and I really get drawn in by that philosophy is because every single day there's some other obstacle that you got to get through. And it's interesting because probably the biggest one for me was when, Baxter.
Hey.
Hey,
Let's talk
now.
about this right now because I know you're in front of the camera now, but there was a day where when we started the journey, we weren't as big as we were. We're not, and look, let's be honest, there's a lot of bigger firms out there, I'm sure, but for what we're doing, we're doing really well. So, back then it was just a dream and a vision that we had. And I wanted to share that vision with everyone that I had, but because what was happening wasn't exactly what I was thinking, right? So it was a little bit different. But then at one point, Baxter was a non-believer.
Yeah, I wasn't a non-believer. I wasn't a non-believer. I had a lot of opportunities when I was looking for work.
Yeah.
A while back, 2020, 5 years ago now. I was looking for, the next chapter. And, after speaking to Dan, I was like, this is my boy. This is my guy. Which he held out on me for a bit. But I got there. Anyway. But it wasn't that I was not a believer. I just didn't know that I was a believer.
Yeah. What do you think? Like, what happened? Because obviously, you can only believe so much that, I'm saying. I mean, I believe in everything that I do in some ways. What was the turning point for you, and why have you stayed on? And I know that the clients love you, but what is it about you and what you're doing, and what do you believe in?
Well, I think for me, probably the biggest reason that I ended up landing on like Woodrow Finance, and I don't think I can like name other places. There's some like big, like whether it be franchises or other like Brisbane independent brokerages that had offers from. And at the time, and I ultimately landed on Woodrow Finance, and I thought that we had like a good connection.
That's nice.
Yeah.
We can cut that out.
A good professional connection. But I think before I talk about like the clientele side of it on how you approach business, I think importantly, and like shoot me for saying this, like at the end of the day, like yes, everyone loves the clients, but at the same time, anyone when they're applying for a job cares about how you're treated as well. And Dan was probably the only one that like I spoke to and genuinely had like this is what you're gonna come out of it. And don't look at me like that. No, seriously. Dan actually took the time. Like,
no, that's good.
Dan's interview wasn't him just sitting there like geeing up how much of a weapon he is, which he did do a little bit, but like he also geered up how much of a weapon I could become in the broking scene of things.
That's cool.
Which was way better than like you go there and it's like we do all of this, and if you're lucky enough, you can have a little bit of a taste of what that is like. Like we're gonna do all these crazy things, and like if you manage to pass all the boundaries that we put up for it, then you can be a passenger for that. Yeah. Whereas Dan was like, I want to make like if I'm going to invest my time into someone, then you're going to be a part of that as well, which is really important to me. And then from the get go, like Dan made it very clear that he was not just invested in like he was not just invested in himself. He was actually invested on the people that were around him as well, whether it be like myself, sales agents, etc. So that's kind of how I ended up with Dan. And I did have a bit of a spiel where, and as everyone knows, entering this industry is hard right now. Like every person and his dog wants to become a broker right now.
There's like 27?
There's
29,000 in it?
29,000?
Yeah. It's already gone up 8,000 in like 2 years.
It's like, crazy.
Like literally everyone and their dog wants to become a broker right now. So
like, I think on top of that, like we're no longer, like you said, we're not longer competing with other banks, right? Like we did like 4 or 5 years ago. Now it's like we're competing against other brokers.
Oh, 100%.
How can we leverage ourselves on top of that?
And why are we different to the other guy?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure the other guy's a nice person too.
Yeah.
But basically I had like I started with Dan, I was growing, and then I had a bit of a like, oh my God, what's going on? And then I spoke to Dan, I was like, we'll go back to uni, I'm going to figure out what I want to do. And he said, don't do it. Give me 6 months. Just trust me. And then it all played out good.
Yeah.
But like you wouldn't have got that opportunity with anyone else. Like even if that last part, like to be even in a position where I could have that conversation was already rare. But even if it like that last part, like how many times if you're like to someone, I'm going back to uni, how often are they like, no, trust me as the person that's like guiding you. Like, so that was kind of my thing with Dan. And then Dan and I have been pretty buddied up for a long time until and we didn't think we'd find a third musketeer for a while until the old
that's a good one.
Daddy Roboletto joined us.
I know. It's so good. And we're back. So look, I just had to take a quick break. And I apologize, but we were talking about
quick is a generous statement.
Well, when you gotta go, you gotta go. Let's be honest. That's how Baxter joins. But let's talk about Nathaniel.
Yes.
This is actually really
funny. He
funny.
has an unbelievable story.
He does have an actually really cool story. I'll let you tell it. But I won't
my
tell
story?
Yeah.
Okay. Your perspective or my perspective?
Yeah,
first?
I want you to tell me your perspective because,
Okay.
but I don't want you to be the humble version that you usually
What do you
are.
mean?
Well, you're just like a humble guy. You just that's what you do.
Okay.
Like tell it how it is.
As it
Can I
is from
tell
my
the
perspective.
third party perspective as well.
Yeah.
Alright,
I'll tell my version.
True, the third party would
It's
be
interesting because I got a maybe a different perspective, but I want to hear yours.
good. Okay. So, this is when I like bought my first property.
Yeah.
I was working on the sunny coast, and then I was like working from home in like Brisbane, and I was like, it was my second month or something, like being self-employed, being a broker, and I was like, holy shit. Where's all these deals gonna come from? I was like, I'm gonna prospect. So I was like literally calling every single agent nearby my area. Hey, do you want to catch up for coffee? You know, like prospecting them, say, hey, you know, let's get this relationship going. You know, I want to help you out. You know, let's meet up for a coffee, pretty much.
Yeah.
And I stumbled upon TK.
Yeah.
And
So funny.
and he was like, yeah, cool. You know, I'm so super open to this. Let's get it happening. When can you meet? And I was like, oh yeah, like let me check
TK is my business partner, just for those people listening.
Yeah, clarified from before. Excelsior is Nathaniel.
Yeah, and he teased me up for a catch up, like you know, on some random, you know, afternoon. And I'm like, yeah, done. I'll be there. You know, go there, and I think I ring him the day before, or like a couple hours before on the day. I said, hey, just confirming, you know, we're still on. And he's like, yeah, I'm actually feeling a bit sick.
Yeah.
You know, my business partner will be there. I said, oh, okay, all good. No worries. And I get there and I meet up with Dan. And I was like, because I look on your website already. And I was like, oh, you got a finance dude already. And I was like, Dan, wait a second. You guys are the same person.
Wait a second.
Yeah.
That's so funny. And
Yeah.
how did you feel like? You still went. You still
Yeah,
came.
of course. Yeah.
But you know the one thing I loved about, you know, I still love about you is your confidence, right? It's just like even it's blind confidence to some degree. Would you agree?
Yeah. Blind confidence is such a good way to put it.
Really? Come on.
It's like no, but it's
Not
true,
bad,
right?
not bad
It's
way.
not a bad
It's
way. It's just because you like just back yourself so much, and and I must say this is a rare thing in the industry, and that's what separates. And I'm not bad mouthing anyone, but it does separate some to top performers because it's just that confidence that a lot of people don't have. And when you rocked up, you still rocked up anyway. You're like, oh, I'll see where this goes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny, man. It was really funny. So it was great. And then now you're just killing it. It's great.
Heck yeah.
I remember, cause I to be fair, I didn't really know who you were or what was going on. I didn't even know, I remember like Dan comes up and he's like, oh yeah, just interviewed another broker, potential. He seemed all right. He seemed pretty good. We'll see how he goes. And I was like,
thanks for putting the voice on too.
oh yeah, hey, see how he goes.
It's all right then, eh?
He seems like he could be a part of the team.
When did I become Kiwi?
I don't know. And then, you know how Dan is. So I like, right. And then this is when we had a first home buyer seminar.
Oh,
So I was speaking at a first home buyer seminar that we put on. And this guy gets invited, like, come meet the team, see how you feel, that kind
I
of
remember
stuff.
because you spoke on that, and I'll give you my.
Yeah, and Dan's like, oh, there's going to be this guy who's going to like potentially join the team as a broker afterwards. And then I like do the whole speech, and then afterwards, like, Nathaniel stands there and he's like, hey, bro, like, nice speech. I'm like, are you like 35 with a kid or something? No, there's anything wrong with 35 with a kid, but like,
Thank you.
yeah, because obviously,
That's pretty.
but no, but like the way he was speaking to me was not matching like what I was thinking, like in my mind when Dan said that. So I'm like, hey, like what's going on with this guy? And then I speak to him a little bit, and I was like, oh yeah. And then eventually I was like, yeah, he's chill.
I heard. Right,
I did not.
I have heard.
I didn't.
Just recently, actually, that you staunched him.
This is cap. I did not.
You fully staunched me. I was like, this guy.
Get jammed. I did not.
No, you did, because you were talking about, I remember, and this
go.
is my turn to speak, all right?
I didn't.
When you go through all the first home buyer stuff, because I'm the first home buyer specialist, and you're talking to me all about this stuff, and I was like, hey, does this guy really know what he's talking about? Wait a minute. But then we got to know each other. It's like, all right, this guy's a G.
Yeah.
You know? I was like, my brother. But yeah, fair enough. You did stretch me. I was like, you tried to gym me up. I was like, oh yeah, how many loans are you writing?
Yeah, I
You know,
didn't.
how
I
many
did not. This
millions
is
are you writing?
Calvin.
I was like,
Bro,
come on, brother.
I did not first time meet you be like, how many loans you? What's your
He's
volume?
just stroking his cash.
That's
like,
mad.
what have you got to bring to the family? You know,
No, I did not. I did not. I did not.
respectively.
But
Respectfully.
no, after Nathaniel started.
It's interesting though, because you are, and I would hand on my heart say that, and I'm sorry I slapped the microphone, but the first home buyer specialist, which is actually really cool because we've got a unique difference about what we all offer, and so you do a lot of first home buyers, and we've got amazing reviews for it. But then you've got Baxter on the other hand, who has found his niche in what he does, and what do you do, Baxter? Where would you put yourself, in the mortgage broking world?
I'm a sicko. So,
Yeah, boy.
no, I don't know. I like to do like your complicated stuff that like another broker said no or the bank said no. I'm like, hell yeah, that's a challenge. Like, I'm gonna find a way that we can yes this.
Yeah.
So I like that kind of stuff. I like a lot of self-employed. I like a lot of trusts. I like a lot of, to figure out a way to make it work. So a lot of the time, and that's why I like with my clients, and one thing like I work with a couple of the majors, a reasonable amount, but like I do a lot with your like non-major space.
Yeah.
Because we're more like solution-based lending, and not saying like credit impairment or anything like that. It's a lot of like really good borrowers on paper.
Yeah.
But maybe they just don't have like their most recent return isn't yet reflecting their current position or whatever.
It's so true because like you've got what, and this is where, and this is a funny thing because you get your first home buyers, right? Which arguably would be a little bit easier, and I say this, but like it's all still difficult. But it's like you get told something, but hold on, did you know there's another option?
Yeah.
And I think you've really hit the nail on the head with what you're doing there, which is great. That's really cool.
Oh, I think I just love like opening, like the amount of times I speak to someone and it's like, I'm like when I spoke with, broker A and broker B, I was only given these options and it's just because they had like a shiny interest rate or something like that on it.
Yeah.
Whereas like you look at option C and it's like you pay a little bit more on your interest, but you end up with like a $400,000 better asset or something like that.
Exactly.
Like, you know what I mean? Like,
I love that. Yeah.
And
I think I just had a meeting recently and they said the exact same thing. And it's like, because they've seen hundreds of, like probably not hundreds, but like maybe a few brokers before.
a couple of thousand.
And they've dealt
hundreds
with
of brokers before.
Hundreds and millions. And
Yeah.
And they were like, the thing about you is, like you don't just take in my current situation, but like, my goals and objectives as well.
Yeah.
Because that's how I position myself. It's like always, let's not figure out also, not just figure out where you are right now, but where you want to be. What does it look like, 3, 5, 10 years from now? And like Nathaniel, like I love that. Like I want someone who's going to be with me for the long run as well.
Yeah.
And I'm like, perfect. Can you just put that in a big long review for me?
Can you put that in Google?
Can you just give me a big long one?
CC Dan.
A big.
Just make sure he knows about it.
But I literally had this conversation today at 10 a.m. where I was speaking to a client of mine and she's worked with the bank. She worked with a broker about 4 years ago. And since then, she's come through and had a chat with me as a referral. But she was like, look, I know how this works. I want to set. And she was like, telling me all the stuff. She's like, I want my loan set like this because then I know in 5 years. And I'm like, look, I'm happy to structure it around that. But like, what you've said that you want to do right now doesn't match up with what your 5-year goal is. And she's like, I worked with the broker before and it's been 4.5 years now. He hasn't called me once. So I need to line my stuff up to make sure that I'm like, no, that ain't it. Like you're not working with that's not the way it should be.
Yeah, definitely.
So I think there's a lot of room for like actually giving people the value of a broker that's not just like objective based of getting the immediate done, but also thinking about the long term as well.
I think it's like you've got to stop being so logical. Like I don't know, maybe I'm not wording this correctly or whatever, but there's being logical in a way, but if you're too logical, sometimes I find that can actually kill the opportunity that you've got in front of you. And I don't think I do this really well. I don't think. I just do.
Yeah.
You know, and I think that's, I think that we do that really well. And I think for me, what I do really well, like in terms of, business, I don't really have a niche. My thing is everything's my bread and butter, like as you guys know, like I just love challenges. Like I love doing it all. I love first home buyers. I love walking them, holding their hands, getting them through their first home. I just love calling and saying your deal's approved. I still to this day, it gives me an incredible rush.
Yeah.
Like it's so cool, which is awesome. And I mean, for me, that's why I started this. Like that's why you would take it all the way back. And there's a huge story there as well. And I won't bore everyone with it, but that's why we started this. And I think that's why, well, arguably we probably all started this, right? To turn that no into a yes. Or I know you love the first home buyers and they love you. And I mean, walking them through it so it's not so stressful.
Yeah.
Like for us, what they don't see behind behind everything is what actually happens. And I see what happens. And I can tell you the one great thing that we do, or many great things, but the one great thing that we do is get to go, hey, you've now got your keys to your property kind of thing. I think that's what we do, right?
That's awesome. I remember like giving my first phone call, hey, you're approved, hey, you're settled. It's like, I remember like that feeling in my chest and almost getting tears. Like, it's like, wow.
That's cool.
Yeah.
You didn't have to say the F-bomb, but.
Okay, sorry.
That's fine.
But yeah, it's a great feeling. Like,
No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Wow.
I love it.
There you go. That's cool.
People's
this is what
dreams.
it's about.
Yeah.
And this is, I guess this is what I wanted this to be about, is more like, I think there's so many journeys in this world, and we're very fortunate that we get to touch a lot of people's lives. And I think as what we do, it's like you forget that. And you really, because you do like a lot of volume, and you actually forget why we're doing it. And I think it's really
Nathaniel
cool.
does a lot of touching.
He does a lot of touching.
Baxter takes a lot of volume as well.
He does.
He has a lot
I've actually heard he does a lot of volume.
Yeah, big volume.
What can I say? I'm a man of volume.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Well,
Anyway, with that,
I think that we
yeah.
have been
Until the next one.
Until the next one.
Well, I
It's
think
good to hear your
I think
stories,
I'll
guys.
start.
Here's your stories.
I
I
think we've got
appreciate
10
your
minutes
story.
left.
Does that mean it's got 10 minutes?
Yeah.
Oh, my
Sorry,
bad.
we're new to this, and
that was I left you go because you went to a toilet. That's 30.
well, it's 30.
Yeah.
Okay, now we're done.
Oh, we're done?
Apologies.
Okay, sorry.
That's okay. So just start to wrap it up. I can cut this part out.
Okay.
All right.
I don't think we got time for King of the Hot Seat.
No.
We done?
This is a good introduction. We'll keep that one for the next one. But this is good, like who you are.
Yeah. I mean, so that's cool. So this is what this podcast is about, right? This is about people's journeys, our journey.
Yeah.
We want to grow. We want to change what we're doing, keep increasing what we're doing, but we want people to follow us.
Yeah.
Well, I reckon we should not be. I reckon we're being a bit humble about this.
Yeah.
And I hate
Flex, come on.
Shoot me for being
Flex.
the one, and I'm gonna flex on Dan's behalf
Come
because
on.
he's not gonna do it. We've been doing really well recently. We've gotten into some pretty high brackets for our numbers where we're killing it, especially for the size of the team that we have, even though we're growing. And what this is about is talking about the journey and experiences that we have, not only as brokers, but also for the clients that we're generating and that we're helping as well.
Yeah.
Because even if one person listens and grabs some kind of attachment to that scenario, sounds a little bit like mine, and that helps them get into a home 12, 24 months earlier, which is true. It happens all the time.
All the time.
Than what they've originally been advised or what they originally Googled and what they thought. That's a huge win. And even if we're not the ones to do it, we're not caring about that. It's more about just spreading awareness on different kind of circumstances, how we're growing as a business, and how people can grow as well on that side of things.
Yeah. Heck yeah.
You don't ask the question, you don't find the answer, right?
Yeah.
No, because how often is it that people genuinely, you come to and it's like, another broker said I can't do it. The bank said I can't do it. Like genuinely the amount of people that go to the bank and they have only what that bank has to offer, who might suck for that person's circumstances, and they think they can't buy for 2 years. Or like, you've got a new to industry broker.
Yeah.
Let's be honest, the barrier is not outrageously high right now. The difference between a good and great broker, or like a great and an entry-level broker is huge.
Huge. Yeah.
So like
Education.
someone hears this and they hear something about their scenario,
Heck yeah.
awesome. And that's what Dan is like.
Save the day.
Spread awareness.
I never ever, like I always freak out when someone always says, you're doing well, Dan. That's why.
You're doing well, Dan.
Oh, let's do it.
You were well, Dan, doing.
I think we're doing well as a business. And we'll keep doing well as long as people keep, listening, following.
Heck yeah.
It is funny because we do like, as someone who's been like there from the start, like especially knowing like where things stand in like a business metric and all that kind of stuff, or like comparisons, like we're doing crazy good, and it always makes me like kind of laugh a little bit, like because I know you come into like how humble you are about that kind of stuff, especially for like considering it's like it's honestly I think there's like 3 mates now, like like it's so cool.
I know.
What?
I think the biggest takeaway for me is when you were saying what you were saying before is like your vibe is your tribe.
Yeah.
And like the people that we've helped along the way and how they've been, saying, oh, Nathaniel, oh, Dan, or Baxter, I've been able to achieve this in the last 12, 24, 6 months, whatever, right? Because you've helped me, but also like on our perspective, like how much we've grown. In the last 24 months, 6 months, right?
We can't help people
it's great.
to the degree that we do,
true.
unless we're happy with what we're doing and like the culture's good.
Exactly. Because we grow with them. That's amazing. Because I'm like looking at their journey and they want to do more things, and I'm like looking at us and we're growing, and it's great. We're growing together.
Like, we're all in this together.
Man,
Peace and love. It's
no
great.
war, baby. Peace. I love that. Okay.
All right.
Until the next episode.
You do the best.
Love talking to you guys. I love talking to you.
I thought we were done.
Are we
then.
done?
No,
We're
please,
already
that's
done?
done. That's done.
I'm not sure. I don't know how to wrap this up.
Another one.
And that's the end of today's episode, guys. Thank you so much for listening. I hope you didn't fall asleep. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And I hope you learned something today.
3 Kings.
3 Kings.
Out.